Good morning, Newman Smith. I'm Dr. Jimenez, the proud principal of Newman Smith High School, where our mission is to graduate all scholars to be college, career, or military ready without remediation. Well, speaking of scholars who are college, career ready, we have an alumni with us. His name is Jeffrey Hong, and he is coming to us all the way from Denver. So, Jeffrey, tell us a little bit about yourself and what made Newman Smith so special for you.
Sure. Thanks, Dr. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Hong. I'm a construction engineer at a company called Parsons Corporation. Graduated from Newman Smith back in 2014, so it wasn't too long ago that I was also shoots. Then I went to the University of Houston, got construction management, and did a variety of internships with various state, federal, and local agencies like the Smithsonian, Texas Department of Transportation, Houston Metro. Afterwards, went into the private sector, started doing construction stuff, and also drones. I want to speak specifically on drones because Newman Smith helped me a whole lot with that aspect. Senior year of high school, I got a lot of freedom to go work on my own projects. As part of that, I got to go and build our own drones at the time. Back just a few years ago, the drones were pretty primitive technology. So we were able to, the teachers would all come out with me to go at 5 a.m. in the morning to go to various drone activities with the hobbyist groups in the Dallas area to develop that skill set. And that's a skill set I'm still currently using today as a professional.
So, Jeffrey, Dr. Lee was telling me that she was wanting to put you in contact with some of her scholars that were interested in construction. We now have not only the engineering pathway that you were a part of, but we have a construction pathway. And I wanted to hear a little bit about your Skunk Works room and your key from Mr. Pouncey that Dr. Burns knew about.
Yes. So Newman Smith has a master key that some teachers and administrators possess, and then I happen to be one of maybe the only student I also got to possess that key while I was at Smith. So during the daytime, I'd be able to pick it up from one of our teachers' classrooms and then tote it around for the day. And that was because there was this class. There's a storage class that we call the Skunk Works lab where we would build all our different projects. Oftentimes, our projects required a bunch of tools: soldering iron, heat guns. Basically tools that in fragile things couldn't store anywhere else. So we had the Skunk Works room where we would go and make all these developmental projects, including one that was sponsored by A&M for doing a 7-foot wingspan solar powered airplane.
So how do you think, other than you kind of running your own Skunk Works room and your own kind of a think tank, how else did Newman Smith help prepare you for the role that you're in today?
I'd say it's because of the teachers. So like teachers like Dr. Lee, of course, Mrs. Mills, Miss Louie, Mr. Evans, like all these teachers, not only would they help me achieve things academically in terms of the coursework, but also give me the freedom and the support to go off and go do various different kinds of activities.
Awesome. So now you find yourself in Denver. So we're kind of finding Trojans all over the map. We just spoke with another alumni out in New York. So just tell us, because I'm curious, is there snow in Denver today?
There was not, but last week when I flew back from North Carolina, I was looking at fall weather. That was Saturday. And Sunday morning when I opened up my window, we had around 6 inches of snow.
Oh my gosh. That's so crazy. So before we close out, what's one piece of advice that you would give our scholars? I know that these times are kind of strange with COVID. We've got probably around 1,100 scholars that are learning remotely right now that aren't in school with us. And then we have about 900 that are supposed to be with us learning every day. So what piece of advice would you give to scholars now to help them get kind of where you are?
Okay, I would say challenge yourself. So oftentimes everyone wants to work within the box, work outside. So figure out what the expectations are within the classroom, but also figure out how you can go above and beyond. And it starts with small things, right? So like sometimes you might want to take some extra time to do some extra work on some project. And in the classroom, it probably doesn't make a difference. Maybe you get a little bit of extra credit for your grade, for your effort. But once it comes down into the work environment, that's doing things just a little bit extra for that gets noticed, and you get to go off and do a variety of other activities that go beyond just your normal scope of work.
Well, Jeffrey,
And of course,
go ahead.
Experiences.
Well, and that's amazing advice, because what you're saying is so true. If you do think outside the box and then you always do a little more than expected, you should surely create success for yourself. Well, I just want you to know, as the principal of Newman Smith, I am so proud that you're an alumni. I know I will go ahead and speak on behalf of Mr. Pouncey. I know he is very proud of you as well. And I can't wait for our kids to meet you during our Newsday. And I'll promise you this, our construction pathway, thanks to Dr. Lee, will be in touch. Well, we are proud of you, Jeffrey, and thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you, Dr. Menace.
All right, well, I'm going to close how I close every day, and that is, we love you, we think you're great, remember character counts, and make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Thank you, Jeffrey.